I think it's a good one thing to achieve it. I think for me it's to believe in yourself. It's the main word, I think.
I believe, yes. You mentioned that I am a good example about confidence, but I remember when I started here, and I was saying that I am here for 3 years as a host, but I remember my first immersions. Guys, I need to prepare every word that I need to say about an example, the introduction, about talk and talk, and the things that I can control and I can prepare before the meeting. I had a 3 pages in the Word just to remember everything that I need to say. So for me, being confident when you are not confident yet means fake it till make it. So I remember that I had every single word that I was faking, that I was confident till, yes, nowadays I consider that I am confident because 3 years, guys, is not 3 months or 3 days. So, yeah, that's it. And you, Victoria, what means being confident?
I think for me, being confident is just as Ayla said, you have to believe in yourself. You have to be, and also you have to be real with yourself. I agree that fake it until you make it can make a change on our mindset. But for me, in my personal experience, I have to experience my weaknesses for growing. When you expose yourself and you know you're not perfect, but you can improve yourself from the experience, you are being confident. I think being confident may be not a feeling, but a choice, an attitude you have in your life. Of course, not every time we are going to do the things we want, but we still feel insecure. But it is about trying.
Yeah, it's to know that you are not perfect, but you are there, you are trying. So that's really important. And you, Rafael, what means being confident?
I think everyone says something that I think about, and I agree in so many ways. Like Victoria says, like question about trying something, but in my case, I have a lot of fears to you say about the English. I try to think, and I need to study a lot until to test myself in the immersion. I need to go a course and another course and another course and another video, and I never go to a real immersion. No, if I don't try myself, I try to arise myself to immersion. Put myself because I don't like to be here. People, I don't know when a conversation is hard to control, is hard to imagine, but the real life is so different. But I think it's a choice to try something new, to learn. Learning is hard, it's painful, this process is painful. I think it's not to grow up. I don't know I think about me, we not grow up to put you in dangerous place or different place to think what the people will think about me, or I going to make a mistake, and you need to need a feeling to, if you can get a new life or a better life, or better transform yourself reach your goals, your dreams, you need to put in the situation, in uncomfortable situations, and your feeling grow up inside of you is a confidence. Try to, I can do it. It's not perfect, but I can do it.
Yes.
And
yes.
if you not go perfect, I do it this way. It doesn't matter if I make some mistakes, I try to words in the wrong ways or different. I don't know, doesn't matter. But I try to do this way I can do it. That's it for me. Is a feeling, this choice,
Yes. I totally agree with you, because sometimes we think that we are just ready to do something when we can do it perfect. An example, imagine when you are learning how to ride a bicycle. Nowadays it's different, because kids are learning how to ride a bicycle without the pedal. I don't know how to say this in English, but they are putting their foot on the floor and going with the foot. And I don't know if you already saw some new bicycle, because when I was a kid, I learned how to ride a bicycle with the bicycle and two little rodinhas, gente. I don't know. And then my dad put one rodinha out and the other one, then I learned. But imagine if I want to learn how to ride a bicycle or a motorcycle, that I had this experience some months ago, and I just want to take a course about how to ride a bicycle, and I want to watching video from people riding a bicycle, and I can imagine what is the sensation, what is the feeling, but we need to put ourselves in the situation. And for me, English, it's almost the same. If you just know 2 words in English, okay, come to the immersion and say these 2 words that you already know. Because in the second time that you come in the immersion, even if you didn't learn any fucking word, you just know the two words again, but you will be more confident to say the 2 words that you already know. So it's about the confidence. It's about to improve what you want to do. But I totally agree that it's not comfortable, and it's not easy, this process. Totally, it's not. But Victoria, do you consider yourself a self-confidence person?
Generally, yes, I consider myself a self-confident person. Of course, there are situations I feel insecure, but I don't know how to say it, but I am a very ambitious person. And I like to take new challenges and improve myself.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. And you, Ayla, do you consider yourself a self-confident person?
No, unfortunately, in the first moment, I don't consider myself a self-confident person. I confess, I sometimes no, almost almost no, every when there is a change in my life, I feel so, I don't know, confused or fearful, and I don't like it to be this way, but it's part of my personality, and I need to be honest with me, and because this I nowadays I try to improve this, and I talk to myself all the time. I need to improve. I need to overcome this. Because I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I don't feel good, and because but there is a good side, because in the past I don't know, I had difficulty, and I closed this feeling only to me, but nowadays I try to talk to about it. Why I have this behavior? Maybe I don't know. Maybe when I was a child, I had some frustration. I don't know, but it's a reality with me, and because this I try to improve, and I try to growing up as a I don't know. I try to change, and to see this the other way, and I think when we identify the reason,
Yeah,
I think
the
it will
problem.
be more easy to overcome.
Yes, when you identify the problem is the first step to solve it. So
Yeah.
when you identify that you can improve or being better about something, is the first step to fix it. Ayla, do you think self-confidence it's related with self-esteem? Because I have a theory and I would like to know about you guys. I think people that have some kind of better self-esteem, they will be self-confidence. What do you think, Ayla? Is it related?
I think so. I think there is a related, yeah, because when I'm not, I don't feel self-confident, and I can't do something because this. After that, my self-esteem is so slow.
Yeah,
my self-esteem is so slow, and I don't know. It's difficult. It's I think nowadays I'm getting better a little about it, but in the past I've already suffered a lot because this, yeah, and
sometimes I try to think who was born before, the chicken or the egg. In this case, I think in the same. Who was born before, the self-esteem or the self-confidence? But for me, the self-esteem comes before the self-confidence. So I don't know. I don't know why, but I think when I feel that my self-esteem is good with myself, I feel that I think that I will be confident doing things that I am not used to do. Sometimes I shake a little bit. But for me, I have this theory that is it a relation, and self-esteem comes first. I don't know. And for you, Rafael, do you consider yourself a self-confident person?
No, I not consider myself, but I try to put in my mind things can be more confident in myself because I think in my life is stuck when my objectives and goals, and I feel I not feel better because until these make these goals done, I have a lot of things to do, a lot of things I want to do in these failures, these mistakes I make in my life is not to help me. But I know it's normal. I have to make I until I have mistake, but I have make good things, and I reach my goal. Some goals, not sure the that I wanted, but I reached the some, and I try to be more confident in the better self. Oh my god, it's hard to say that. It's low. It's so close to the words. Hard to say.
Yeah. Yes.
But I try to do sports and study look my story, the compare the points and do these things, you know. I try to talk with psychologists about it, and I try to make a therapy when I can, and I can't have time for it. But I think it's important to have a good self-esteem because we have a
Yes.
lot of things to do, and I have a lot of objectives, metas, and goals, and it's important.
Yes, I totally agree. And I was thinking about the way that we express our ideas. And we have the question number 4. How confidence affects communication skill? I have a good example about this. I had an opportunity to make my first presentation in English in a congress. Was the World Congress of Cardiology, a so important event, and it was here in Brazil. And the organization said you can make your presentation in Portuguese or in English. Then I prefer to do it in English because it was my first time doing this, and I thought if I have the opportunity, the chance, I will try, because I will be in my country, in my comfort zone, so I will try to do it. Then I started the presentation in English in the way that I prepared myself to do. And I was prepared to answer the questions in the end also in English. But the person who was supervising me, in the end, starting to making the questions in Portuguese. And I was not ready for this. And I was not confident that I could explain everything that I was prepared to do. And of course, my self-confidence was affected. And I started to freeze to say in Portuguese that I will not do it in English, but I was like, I was not waiting this. Was unexpected moment, unexpected thing happened in that time. And I have other examples also when I come here and I'm not so happy, or when I have some personal problem and it's not so nice. There was a time that I started to bring more sensitive topics here. So my meeting was known as a short time, and that I talked about sexuality and things related with sexuality, especially to women, and to talk about some taboos. And the adherence of the meeting started to go down, and people start to complain that was a sensitive topic, that they don't know how to say this even in Portuguese, so they don't like to talk about this in English. And I started to feel bad because I prepared this topic with all my heart and people was not liking. So my communication skills during the meeting was going down also because I was not confident. And then how about you, Wyla? Do you think confidence affects communication skill? Do you have some example to share with us?
Yeah, affects so much. Yeah, I remember when I was high school, college, and I needed to speak to an audience publicly. So it was so terrible, but I did. And I noticed, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, how could I do this? I can't do this. So it's so difficult for me in that moment. And when I started study another language, it was so hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't turn on the camera.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel so ashamed, and it was terrible. Claiming.
Sorry?
Mia.
You shake.
Yeah, you shake it a lot and swear.
Oh my
It was
God.
terrible. Yeah. But I don't know, guys, how I could do this. I think I want to do so much. I want to be able to overcome this, and I talk to myself. You can. So you need to to continue to keep on and don't give up. And I don't know, but it was terrible. I remember when my first semester here on TNT, and I write down every word I had to answer. And yeah, but nowadays because this I can speak now to you, so it's so
That's very good.
important.
Very good. I don't know if it already happened with you guys, but I'm trying to think why we feel so under the pressure talking in English. Because when I traveled to Argentina, and of course I do not speak Spanish, but I think Spanish it's like Portuguese, but totally is not. And I don't know what happens with me, but I try to communicate myself with the persons in my Portuñol. But I don't know why I cannot do this in English. I don't know why I'm not so courage talking in English. Because imagine, I don't know Spanish and I try to, per favore, nem per favore, come on. So we try to invent some words, you know, and I don't know why it happens with me. What do you think, Victoria? Confidence affect the communication?
Sure, it affects communication. And I also had an experience the past few weeks ago, and it was an English conversation. I was talking here in TNT with others, communicating my ideas, and then I had an English interview for a job.
Oh yeah.
When I got there, I was just like trying to connect the words.
Oh my God.
My name is Victoria, and I couldn't even understand what the recruiter was saying because I felt so nervous.
Yes.
Yeah, it happens, but I succeed. I think I didn't pass through the selective process, but I think I succeed because I went through all the interview and I didn't let my emotions stop me, even though sometimes I had to pause and think.
Yeah, and I think it's so bad because you just have that moment to show your abilities, and your confidence and your emotions and your feelings will affect it so much. And the emotions, when I was trying to get my motorcycle license, guys, I know everything that I need to do in the motorcycle test, but I need to do it. I think it was 7 times. 7. And in the beginning, the first 4 ones, yeah, of course, I didn't know, and I commit some bad mistakes, and okay, but the other ones was just my emotions affecting my abilities. It was terrible, really bad. The number 9, no. The number 5. Ayla, what ability are you the most confident about? Tell me someone that you do that you can say, Anna, I am a good person doing this.
Sorry, Rafael answered before. Rafael.
Good question. I don't know. Rafael, do you remember the question number 4? If confidence affects communication skill? I think so.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
I don't know. I think no.
Okay.
But you can go ahead, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start with Rafael, the question number 5. Rafael, tell me some, yeah, we don't know. We don't remember, guys. Tell me some ability that you are the most confident about. Something that you consider, yeah, Anna, I am a good person doing this.
Make some things in computer, you know, like I make a website, make a design layout. I make sometimes it, and have more confidence. Oh, try to learn something new. I make the ways and the path to follow. You know, it's more easily to percorrer. I forgot the name in the verb to walk this path. You know, like this,
Yes.
like this.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And
I think about the English. Sorry, interrupt I think the most problem in learning English or something new. I don't know why it's happening with you or in the classes, but I I I talking with some friends and the people around me, and English is a thing is more balancing in the schools. You know, I studied entire my life in public schools, and some friends studied our entire life in private schools, mid schools. You know, and I have some friends who studies good private, good government schools. Like we have here, Pedro II is a colégio do governo. You have to do I don't know, say concurso para entrar, sabe? To do ensino médio aqui lá, high school, and entire school is hard to study, hard to enter in the school. É difícil de entrar na escola, tem que fazer concurso. And the friends, the colleagues says they do books, English classes. I asked for English classes, and they say this is like my school, like my public school. This puts the classes have to be. You have the probes, you know, tests, exams. You have to study your home for yourself. A lot of things is study yourself. And I think there's no talking, there's no listening. I know a person, when I work with web designer, people working with translator, Rafaela. Rafael, and she is Rafaela. And I talk it together because she needs to translate things and I put website. She talked to me and studying private schools and not learning English and studying, make a course in the learning about sua própria vontade, eu não sei, only way, you know, like this. Mesmo pagando um curso, ela aprendeu do próprio jeito. Porque não consegue aprender e tem como a gente tenta aprender o negócio, a gente tenta dominar o inglês também. Acho que a gente aprende mal inglês na escola. Aprende mal, é mal ensinado. Por exemplo, eu tinha medo de raiva em inglês por causa do. Eu só tive aula de verbo to be, então eu detesto verbo to be.
Yeah, me too.
Por causa disso. Eu só tive uma aula que eu tinha que falar cebola em francês. Cebola em francês é horrível, eu tenho até medo de ouvir isso. Cebola em francês. E eu adoro cebola. Só tive uma aula, saí com dor de cabeça, com raiva, assim, quase chorando de raiva. Espanhol, eu acho que espanhol is more easy because you watch Usurpadora, a MTV, o Zorro, Chaves, então assim, Dix do Like. Minha mãe ouvia há um tempo atrás o Alejandro Sanz, então eu gravei uma música do Alejandro Sanz na cabeça, Coração Partido, que ele canta em espanhol e canta em
I love it.
italiano. Eu sempre ouço, eu passei com o Coração Partido, parece que é mais fácil também.
Yes.
E como o espanhol é mais fácil, parece mais fácil, mas não é. Em inglês a gente precisa falar perfeitamente com o gringo. E, poxa, e também eu tive experiências controversas, por exemplo, já tive com gringos americanos, das Américas, das nationalities.
Yeah.
They talk in Portuguese like this, no problem to talk
Yeah,
in
they don't
Portuguese.
care. Yes, they don't care.
Words, no problem. The verbs and the word, they fala eu beber água e o americano deu até o esporro, falou assim, não, quando eu venho aqui no teu país, assim, eu só quero me expressar, mano, tô nem aí pro português, sabe? Não, assim, mais ou menos assim, sabe? Quando você tá aprendendo inglês, você tem que pensar a mesma coisa, não tem que pensar, você fala assim, pensar a mesma coisa, apenas se expressar, conversar, não tem problema de falar com certinhos as regras, sabe? Eu misturo português com espanhol, quando eu vou para a Itália eu falo a mesma coisa, tudo errado, eles brigam, mas eu falo mesmo assim, eu sou turista, eu não sou nativo, vou fazer um curso aqui, vou fazer uma prova aqui.
And
sabe?
imagine, do you think they are doing some courses to speak in Portuguese? Of course they are doing courses.
Any course. They watch some things in YouTube and they watch novelas. They like novelas da Globo, like Globo. Just eat in English. They say the Portuguese is about Globo novels. This is crazy.
Yeah, and they
it,
learn
oh
in
my
this
God.
way, you know?
It broke my head, my ideas, because I think people study a lot to be in Brazil and to talk Portuguese, nothing. I have a lot of instruction in people about people in the Chile, Argentina. They ask me for go Copacabana in Spanish. A lot of Spanish Copacabana. I got take this bus. Take this Uber. They don't know some words in Portuguese. It's more hard to understand Portuguese than Spanish when they say.
Yes.
Not problem. Not say bad, So, but I try
totally
only for expressive, Like aqui, the English, eu só porque quero só falar mais ou menos isso.
Yeah, I think when we focus just in being understood, I think we'll just block this process, because of course we are committing a lot of mistakes, but in Portuguese we also commit mistakes. So why we are like freezing, Welcome back, guys. Ale, Ricardo, and Luana. How was the conversation?
That's nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
A good topic.
Yeah. So let's go to the question number 9. Did you have time to talk about the number 9?
No.
Okay. So let's do it together. Mention someone who helped you to improve your self-confidence. Let's start with Victoria.
I didn't get your question, please.
I am in the question number 9. I asked you to mention someone who helped you to improve your self-confidence. Some person that helped you.
A person who helped me to improve my self-confidence was my husband. He's a great guy. He always supports me, even when I'm scared of doing something I want that is going to be a great thing. He always tends to me to put me with my feet on the ground. And to support me, like, go for it, work for it, you can achieve that. And even if you don't, you will learn something and it will be okay. So I tried a lot of new things because of this, having this relationship.
Yeah, very good, very good. Sometimes it's important because we see that the others believe in us more than us. So it's important when we have this support. Luana, for you, who helped you to improve your self-confidence?
I will repeat. I always say Filipino, and there are a lot of houses that believe in me more than I.
Yes, very good. So he is this person for you. Very good, very good. Thank you, Luana. And for you, Ricardo, who is this person?
Well, there are some persons in my life, but I would like to say that this feeling, this situation is not outside for your brain. It's inside. Well, there are philosophers or another person. They say a lot of good phrase, but depends on you. The same phrase calls different situations in different persons. So in this case, there are, how do you say, is necessary to focus in this goal, try to improve your life. I don't know, maybe therapy or another things like exercises is improve your life in a certain level and your body and your mood too.
Yes.
So in this case, it's necessary to have some kind of interest, because certainly your life became better when you have got this feeling.
Yes, yes, very good, very good. And you, Ricardo? Ricardo,
Me again?
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
I was looking for Rafael and reading your name. Rafael, okay. Who is this person for you? Someone who helped you to improve your self-confidence?
I think it's my wife, my kids. I want to do good best for him, better situations, better life. And I want to be, I achieve my goals to go to the best for my family.
Yes, very good, very good. So they inspires you to be a better person. Very nice. Ayla, who is this person for you?
So my family supports me a lot, but about the self-confidence, I think myself. Because
very good.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah. Perfect. You rock.
Yeah. Yeah, because as I said, every day I try to face my fears. And when I decided to speak another language, I noticed how able I came to when I want to do something, and to speak another language makes me better. Yeah, makes me better because I open my mind. I feel better. I deal with better about my emotions nowadays. So I say myself.
Oh my God, you rock it. You taught me a lot of things with this answer. Thank you so much. And you, Ale, who is this person for you who helped you to improve self-confidence?
So when I was 15, I was totally illiterate in a farm. And a teacher opened a class to teach the young boys to study at night. And I studied with her about 6 or 7 months, but I learned a lot So she advised me that I could realize everything if I study hard. And then I agreed totally in her advice, and I went to the city to study hard. And I put my mind that I could realize work in a bank, the better bank in Brazil, Banco do Brasil, and I realized it. Yeah, I can have. I am a very positive person. I can do everything, but we can learn something from other person, other people. They can say to improve. Yeah, right. That's it.
Yeah. Yes, very good, very good. For me, my parents, especially my dad, he helped me to improve this in a very hard way, because sometimes he makes me improve this, make me not feel so good with my self-esteem, because he always said to me, Anna, if you were capable to be approved in this concourse in the second position, why you didn't achieve the first one? And yes. I want to kill him because of this phrase. But because sometimes I feel bad with this phrase. Oh, I was not capable to achieve the first position. But he just want to say that, Anna, you are capable to do everything that you want. You can do this. So nowadays I'm trying to understand this phrase in another way, just to be more confident about my abilities. Guys, our time is totally over. And last week I delayed to finish this meeting, and people